9th of May, Rabbi Moore, Parsha Hashavua with Rashi. Good Aleph. Good Aleph. You sure?
Yeah, we didn't. We read the Parsha and we started the Rashi, but we didn't complete the Rashi.
Okay, so we're in the Rashi on Yud Aleph.
Yeah.
Okay. Lo signovu.
Signovu. The emphasis is on the penultimate syllable.
Signovu.
No, that would be on the base. The emphasis is on the nun. Lo signovu.
You said it was on the last syllable?
No, one before the last. Penultimate.
Penultimate. Signovu.
Correct.
Azhara, a warning. Legonev mamon. Stealing money.
Yeah, free money. Okay,
Aval lo signov. But do not steal. Shiba seres hadibros. That is in the 10 Commandments.
right.
Az hara legonev nefashos. It's a warning for stealing people.
Kidnapping.
Devar ha la made me'inyano. The matter is to teach.
No, is learnt out, is derived.
The matter is derived from the subject.
Right.
Devar shecha navim
Shechayavim.
mi sas beis din. A matter for which there is an obligation concerning it of death by the court.
Right. It's a matter for which one is liable to death by the Beis Din. And for regular stealing, there's no such punishment. There is such a punishment for kidnapping. The Pasuk says, "Agonev ish u'macharei nimtza b'yadoi mos yumas." If you somebody kidnaps a person and sells him, then he's put to death. Basically, for kidnapping, one's schar misa for kidnapping. The Gemara discusses it if he sells him, not sells him. But either way, the penalty of death with regard to stealing is only applicable to stealing people, right, to kidnapping. Okay.
Sechachashu.
Lo sechachashu.
And you shall not deal falsely. Lefi shene'emar, according to which it is stated.
Not the fee, because it says
The fee is because.
the fee, because it says means in other words, the Torah tells us what is the punishment for somebody who denies having something. In other words, he was given entrusted with something, and the Balabai comes along and says, can I, let's say he goes on vacation, and he gives his neighbor his silver candlesticks to look after. And comes back from vacation, and he goes to his neighbor and he says, can I have my candlesticks back? He says, what? Candlesticks? Never heard of such a thing. Okay. Then the Torah says, what is the din? If somebody does that and makes an oath to the effect, he says, I'm willing to swear, not just he actually does swear, that he never had his candlesticks. Then afterwards he admits to his lie, that he lied, he swore falsely. Then the din is he has to pay keren v'chomesh. So that's what Rashi says. Because it says keren v'chomesh, and it says somebody who denies holding somebody else's property. And the din is, the Torah tells us if when he gives it back, when he admits to his guilt, he's got to pay the owner of the object, keren, the principal amount, plus another fifth. And by the way, that fifth is calculated, how do you call it? There's a proper Latin word for it. It's calculated once after you've added, meaning it's a fifth of the total amount, which really means a quarter. You add on a quarter, so now you have 5/4, right? And you divide that is 1/5 of what you've added on is 1/5 of the total amount. So the person steals something worth $100, okay? Then he's got to pay, and he denies it and makes an oath to that effect that he claims he never had it, never stole it, it was never entrusted with him, etc. And then afterwards he admits he's now got to pay back $125, which is a fifth, brutto, as they say in the Brit, fifth in total, it's a fifth of the total amount. Okay.
Lamadnu onesh. We have learned the punishment. Ashara minayin. From where do we know the warning?
Right.
Talmud Lomar.
Over here,
the Torah teaches us v'lo sichachashu. You shall not deal falsely.
Right.
V'lo shakru, and you shall not lie. Lefi shene'emar, because that it is said, v'nish ba al shaker.
Sheker.
He swore
Shoker.
Yishalem keren v'chomesh. He pays the principal and a fifth. Lamadnu onesh. We have learned the punishment as hara minayin. From where do we know the warning?
Right.
Talmud Lomar,
prohibition, in other words.
Asara is a warning, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, but it usually means a warning, but in this context, it means a prohibition. Meaning it tells you, where do I know that well, the Torah tells you, if you do it, you're going to get this such and such a punishment. But where did the Torah tell us you mustn't do it?
Mhm.
Okay, that's what it means. Asara in this sense means it means the prohibition.
I see.
Okay,
The Torah teaches velo se shakru. You shall not lie. Velo si shavu. Lo sig no novu. Velo si chachashu. Velo si shakru. You shall not steal, and you shall not deal falsely, and you shall not lie, and you shall not swear falsely by my name. Im genavta, if you have stolen, sofcha lechachesh. In the end, you will deal falsely. Sofcha lishaker. In the end, you will lie. Sofcha l'shava la shaker. In the end, you will swear falsely.
right.
Okay, so that's the end of 13. That's the end of 11. Okay, so now we're up to
Pasuk 12.
Below Sishavu Bishmi Lashaker V'chi Lauta Es Shem Elokecha Ani Hashem. You will not swear falsely by my name, thereby desecrating the name of your God. I am Hashem. Lo sishav u bishmi. Lama ne'amar. Why is this said? The fi shene'amar, because it says, Lo sisa es shem Hashem Elokecha lashav. You shall not take the name of Hashem, your God, in vain. Yachol lo yehei chayav. I might be able to think that he should not be liable. Ella al shem hameyuchad, except for the special name. Minayin lirabos. From where do we know that we should include kol haki noyin, all of the alternate names? Talmud Lomar, the Torah teaches, velo sishavu bishmei la sheker. And you shall not swear falsely by my name. Kol shem sheyesh li. Every name that I have. Okay, that's the end of Yud Bet.
Right.
So now Yud Gimel, Labriut.
Thank you.
Lo Sa'a Shok Es Reacha Below Sig Zol Lo Sa Lin Peulas Sachir Itcha Ad Boker. You shall not cheat your fellow, and you shall not rob. Payment for the work of a hired worker shall not stay overnight with you until morning.
Right.
Lo sa shok.
Just let me see how I translated it. Yeah. Yeah, you must not withhold. You must not withhold the wages of your fellow man.
So you're translating sa shok as withhold?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, so
We'll see in Rashi.
uh so my English says cheat. You're saying the word sa shok means
Yeah,
withhold.
but cheating sounds like you make a sale with him, and you cheat him on the price. But that's not what we're referring to over here. As we'll see in Rashi in a minute, what we're referring to here.
Okay, so Rashi, lo sa shok. You shall not withhold. Zeh ha kovesh sachar sachir. So this is one who withholds the wages of a worker. Lo salin. It shall not stay overnight.
So you see, Rashi says it's talking about particularly, and who adding anything else where it's not, there's no real act of stealing. You're not taking something away from somebody else. That's lo sashik. But what it means is you refuse to give him what is due to him. Somebody did a job for you. A taxi takes you on from A to B, and you refuse to pay him. Okay, that comes under this category here, this prohibition.
Right. Okay, so lo salin, lashon nekeva. It's a feminine word.
Otherwise, so it should say lo yolin. If it was referring to the schar, right? Right. If it was referring to the schar, the wages, schar is a masculine noun. So it means you shouldn't leave overnight. That means that's why I say lo solin, means you mustn't leave overnight, but this is the feminine form. So in pu'ulas soche itcha ad boiken. So that what Rashi says is going on musaf ala pu'ula.
which refers to the work. The work is the
Right.
feminine.
Yeah. It's interesting why the Torah expresses it in such a way. But Lamaisa is saying you mustn't leave over night the work of a hired worker with you till the morning. It really is referring to the wages for doing such work. That's what we're referring to. But he uses a term, referring a feminine term pu'ulas sachir. If you look at actually in the Targum translates it veloy savis agra, which means the wages of a hired worker with you until the morning. Okay?
Okay. So bischir yom ha kasuv midaber. It's speaking about a worker hired for a day.
Right, a day worker as opposed to a night worker. That's what we were playing here. We're talking about somebody who worked for you during the day, so you have to pay him when he finishes his job, which is when night comes. And so the Torah gives you the entire night to pay him. But once morning comes, you already past the time when you should have paid him. So then he's already transgresses the prohibition of not paying him on time.
So
By the way, people are not necessarily fully aware of this, but yet first of all, this halacha applies. This law only applies if you hire him per time. If you hire somebody for a job, right? Let's say to fix your air conditioning or something like that. Yeah, then this halacha, this prohibition doesn't apply. But if you hire somebody per hour to clean your house, let's say, pay him per it's also if you pay him per hour, but you're saying, yeah, even if you pay him per hour, but you say, I want you to work all daylight hours. Now, even if he says he pays him per hour, but he's saying, I want you to work for me during the day till sunset. And then once sunset comes, then his job is complete. And now he has to pay him for the time he worked with him. So then, as soon as it is night, at nightfall, he's already obliged to pay him because he finished his job. And obviously, we know how much he owes him. And the Torah gives him the entire night to, that's the time period in which he should pay him. But if he doesn't pay him till the morning, then he transgresses this prohibition of leaving over the wages of his worker till the morning. Okay, so that's what Rashi says. We're referring to somebody who did work by day. Soon as night comes, he has to pay him. And if he doesn't pay him the entire night, when it comes morning, he now has transgressed this prohibition. Okay?
yeah.
So Rashi goes on to explain. Shiyitziosoi. With me?
Wait. No, I'm not sure where you are now. Sheyitzi asa.
Yeah, you just read it. With Ad Boiker, B'schar Yoim HaKosim Medaber.
Right, I see that. Oh, here, Sheyitzi aso. If it goes out,
Meaning his going out, meaning his ending the work, is Mishatishka Chamo, from when the sun sets.
Lefichach, therefore, Zaman Kibui Sicharo, the time for the collection of his wages, Kol Halaya, it's all night. Uve Kamus Acher hu where
V'makom acher. V'makom acher.
Uve Acher. And in another place, Hu Omer, it says, Below Savo al Hashemesh. The sun should not set over it.
Meaning without having paid him. So it sounds like that the prohibition comes into enforcement at sunset. The sun should not set without him being paid. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
So
That is talking.
Medaber Bischir Lila. It's speaking about a worker hired for a night. Shahalishama Shahash Lamas Peu Lasso, the completion of whose work Mishe Ya'aleh Amud Hashachar is at the break of dawn. Lefichach, therefore, Zman Gibui Sacharo, the time for the collection of his wages, Kol Hayom, is all day. Lefi Shenis Na Torah Zaman Levaal Habayis. The Torah gave time to the householder. Ona, a period of a day or a night.
Meaning, Oina means a time period which is either the entire day or the entire night.
Levakesh Maos, to seek money, to give him time to get the money.
Right.
I think we're out of time.
Okay.
Speaking of time.
Right. Figures man governs locally.
What?
Okay, in other words, basically, any person who employs somebody for time, as soon as the work is finished, at the end of the time period when the worker has worked, then he has to pay him. That's when his obligation starts, and he's given an entire time period of either the day or the night to pay him. Okay. Very good. Okay, so we'll stop here. I wish you a very good Shabbos.
A good Shabbos and a good Chodesh to you, Rabbi.
You too. Fine. Be well. Okay? Very good. I don't know what happened to Meir today.
I'm sorry, what?
What happened to Meir?
Oh, Meir, I don't know. He was here this morning. I saw him this morning. He didn't say anything about his plans, so I'm not sure.
Okay. Fine. Very good.
Call two.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Say that. Very good.